All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to day 134 of trying to become a millionaire, grinding until I get rich. This is just my daily check-in video for day 134. Every day I try to sit down in front of the camera and just rant for 10-20 minutes about what I did to get closer to my goal of becoming a millionaire. My big goal right now is just generate. Actually, it's changed. It was get my YouTube and my websites to generate me $5,000 of passive income. That way I can start working a little bit less and reinvest my time in a better way where I can start working on bigger projects and bigger ideas that I have. Anyway, recently it's kind of changed because here's the deal. I talked about it in the last video. I think it was the last video about right now I'm paying splitting rent for $1,800, and soon I need to figure out where I'm going next. Am I moving back to New Mexico where it's quite a bit cheaper, where I could get a house for like what I'm paying for half of rent here? Am I staying here at a 1-bedroom for like $1,500? I looked at one of the other units here. It's like a loft unit. Love it. Utility, perfect, amazing. It's going to be like the same price as what I'm paying, what full rent is here. And I could afford it, but right now I'm putting like a lot of money aside to pay off my credit cards. And so anyway, there's just some things that I need to move around. And what I want to do right now, I've been talking about it for weeks and slowly moving towards it. So if you guys go back and listen to all the video or all the check-ins, like you can hear when I first thought about going this route and doing the marketing stuff in the SMMA, and like things are moving along very quickly. I think I don't have a client yet, but I haven't actually started asking for people. Today I did send a few messages talking about doing free work to build a portfolio. And so anyway, the ball's moving, and my most recent goal is kind of flip-flopped. I just want to be generating an extra $2,000-$3,000 a month on top of what I'm already doing, so that I can pay off my debt quicker and move into the other apartment unit more comfortably. So I just want to be done here. I want to get off the lease. I want to move my stuff to the other unit. I want to have that other unit. Once I do, I think the utility for that space, man, is just perfect. I've thought of so many different ways that I could use it. It's going to be great. But it needs to be a financially sound decision. And when I get the thing going and start generating a few $1,000s more of income, it's not going to be passive, but it's going to be more money. Things will be looking up. Things will be looking good. So that's where I'm at right now. The goal had kind of changed a little bit to my long-term focus has always been on building brands that bring in a sustainable amount of like passive income. And the way that traditionally that I've had to build the brands is like it slowly builds over time, long time, slowly building. And I think that's the difference, right? Like direct sales, in my opinion, are fairly easy to get. Like it's pretty easy to call or message or all of your friends and be like, hey, do you want to buy this product that I'm selling, right? Like that is something you can get a few yeses immediately, right? No matter what, I can call a list of friends if I'm selling a product and I can get somebody to say yes, no doubt. I could start going through Facebook groups. I could get somebody, right? But when you're going that direction, you are actively looking for a sale. And the way that I think is smarter to do things is to build your funnel in a way that you don't have to do that. And doing it that latter way takes a lot more upfront work. It takes a lot of work to constantly build a portfolio of videos that all have the same call to action to get into your funnel, right? That takes a lot more work. And like build the system of how you're going to sell people once they get into your funnel takes a lot of work versus just calling a bunch of people and getting that immediate sale. Now, obviously, like there's nuance to it, right? Like if you're selling a high ticket product, then it's probably more beneficial to just go that route and find the clients and blah, blah, blah. So what I'm getting at is the way that I've always wanted to build my businesses and build my brands is like, hey, I'll spend 2 years building out, creating YouTube videos that all have a call to action to go to this email sign up form and get this freebie that then they get upsold on, or generate like this funnel that pushes affiliate products, like whatever. Like I will build that out over a 2-year span and be okay with not getting any results in the first year, because I know that on year 2, I'm getting results. In year 3, I'm getting more. In year 4, I'm getting more. And 5 and 6 and 7, like those things compound. And I put in a shit ton of work in the first 2 years without getting any returns. But on year 10, it's paying off, right? Like it's paying dividends. And that's the way that I've always wanted to build things. So this is a little bit of a backwards thing for me, where I'm going into this approach like, hey, I'm going to sell my time, create social media content for you, and do your marketing and your branding and your social media for you for X amount of dollars a month, and going out and having to find those clients and then trading my time like this. It's definitely a shift, but in the short term, I think I can make more money that way. And that's what I need to do. So that's what we're going to try and do, figure it out. I'll figure out how to scale it later, or if that's even something I want to stick with, I don't know. But one thing I've really enjoyed is kind of infiltrating these Facebook groups. There's one particularly good one here that's all small businesses, and a lot of them are people like photographers and graphic designers and estheticians and just like things like that, that it's not like the local bar owner is in this Facebook group. And I guess there's a few of them, but most of it is like solopreneurs doing like their own, selling their own services. But what's been cool is like kind of talking to these people and getting to know them more and understanding it. Is like there's a lot of really cool people in this group that are really good at their craft, but may not actually know what they're doing in terms of selling it. So it made me think of this, like this whole concept, right? Like this is what, damn, I don't have my wallet, but we expect, pretend this is my money. This is what we expect, or this is like, we post a picture of our product, or we post something on social media, and this is what we just expect people to like, hey, here's my money. And that's not how it happens. Like that is not even close to how it happens. When everyone posts on social media, like every business owner, every brand, it's fucked up. You guys do it all wrong. Like so wrong. Okay. You expect you to post a picture of your product, and then everyone come to your DMs like, hey, take my money. And it doesn't happen that way. Like think about it. When you get on social media, you open up your phone. Why do you do that? We open our phone to be entertained or educated. And those are like the two things. Okay, we open social media to be entertained or educated. We even open our phone to be entertained or educated. Like we're texting somebody to be entertained or educated about what's going on. Those are the two things. And people post shitty content for their business that don't fall in those two categories. Nobody wants to be sold to. Nobody wants to be asked for money. It's just like the homeless guy when you're walking at the store. You walk into the store or walk out of the store, he's all, sir. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, leave me alone. Tell me a funny joke. Tell me a funny story. Like hook me with something and I'll stick around and talk to you, and then maybe ask me for money later. But you just come at me like, hey, sir, can I have a few bucks? Nah, dude, I've got stuff to do. And it's the same way, I think, on social media. Man, people post a picture of their product and then they're like, oh, nobody liked it. It's like, yeah, it's not entertaining or it's not educating. And so the smart people, and people who are doing branding right, the people who are doing social media right, they're telling stories. They're posting stuff that's educational. They're making their product entertaining. They're going about it in a whole different way. And when you think about it, it's like whether you're just building brand recognition and then later you're the first thing that comes to mind when somebody's thinking about your product or thinking about what the solution that your product provides, it doesn't really matter. But if the whole point of you being on social media and you posting on social media is to get a connection with your potential customers and just build brand recognition. Like when you get hungry, whatever pops up in your head is whatever you're most familiar with in terms of brand recognition or what comes to mind, because whether it's your favorite restaurant, it's like comfortable, it's the food that you like there's a reason that it comes to mind. And so the way that people market their stuff needs to be entertaining or needs to be educational. And there's a bajillion different examples of companies who are doing this very well. And so it's sad to me to see all of these people with good ideas and good businesses going this wrong approach. I think it's There's a lot to be said about it. And of course they don't have a budget to hire somebody who's an expert in the area. Of course they don't, because, well, their content's not generating any sales anyway. So it's like it's kind of, you're stuck in a hole and you're not going to get out of the hole, and you need to be out of the hole to hire somebody who can get you out of the hole. And so it's just like, it's like the college degree thing. You know, you finish college with a degree, and then it's like, oh, must have a degree. You're like, okay, cool. And then it's all, must have 4 years of experience. You're like, how do I get 4 years of experience if every job wants experience? Like, it's a whole backwards loop that you can never actually get out of. And I genuinely, being in the group and being around them, like, makes me want to help them, makes me want to just help them. I think whatever happens. But that's where I'm going. Like, I'm just in the groups, talking to these small business owners, figuring out ways that I can help them. I created a second website. It's not monetized. And this was a crazy thing that I learned. So it's going to be a business directory for local businesses in the area. I talked about this a couple days ago. And the whole point is to showcase local businesses in the Phoenix area and give them the promotion that they want, give them people who want to support local businesses, an easy directory to find local businesses. And I want to share their story. I want more of like a human connection, more of an interaction. Like, I genuinely want to get to know these people and help share their story. And so I was starting that and like built that up, and I've put a few businesses on it as like test, and I'm starting to build that out and just reach out to them like, hey, I have this website. I see what you're doing. Like, let me tell you a story. How can I help you? And that's been fun to do. Just reach out with these different people. I was going to go somewhere with that. No, I can't think of it. Hold on. Maybe I was just going to say like that I built that up, and somebody commented on what, like, the person was like, oh, I'm not in Chandler, but I'm in Mesa. And the guy's like, I have a similar business a similar website for Mesa. And so I went to it, and he's got his head in the right place, I think. I went to his profile page, and he says he's a social media guy. So he's selling social media services. And one of his things that he has is that website that he talked about. And the website highlights businesses in the area, and it's very hands-off. And I know I talked about this a couple days ago, but I want to go back over it. Very hands-off, because it's an option for the business to just post themselves on the website, which is easy. I could set that up, but it defeats the purpose, I think, because they're obviously not very good at sharing their story. And so my goal is to help them with that by putting it on the website. But it also has different tiers, and so they can purchase a monthly plan to be featured on the website with more features. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So anyway, I think he's doing the same thing. You know, you can build this website, you highlight the local businesses, you talk to the business owner, you're like, oh, by the way, you obviously aren't very good at marketing, so let me help you out. And I see you guy. I don't remember your name, but I see you. This really, like, my genuine goal is to build more of a community here. I want to be around like-minded people. I want to be around business owners. I want to be around entrepreneurs, and I want to use my skills to help people. I'm not a wizard, or I'd be rich already. I'm just trying to figure it out, and I'm trying to learn new things, and I'm trying to learn new skills. And so I think this is going to do it for me. It gives me something to work towards. It's just a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun the last week, thinking about these different things, building these different things, and just seeing what direction it takes me. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I know I need to be making $2,000 extra a month, and we will get there. I know I will, because I do whatever I decide I'm going to do. But one fun fact, let me pull up TikTok, is I've kind of had this little issue, but let me pull up. Well, now I've got some notifications. I just feel like I got shadow banned, and I talked about this a few check-ins ago, but now, okay, well, this video got 100, so maybe we're out of TikTok jail. But I was doing good. First video I posted 2,400, second video 1,500 views. Like, they're doing pretty good. And then I had one that got a lot, and then a few that got less, then one that got a lot again, and then one that got 1,000. And then I think I used a clip of somebody's video from TikTok as like my hook. And ever since then, like videos under 100 views, all of them. And I'm like, oh man, this sucks, because I was starting to make good money on TikTok Shop, and then that went away. But now TikTok Shop says, here's a $50 sample coupon for you. And so I need to use that. I want to get, I can't tell you guys the product I'm going to get, but I made a couple dollars today, made a couple dollars yesterday. So let's see. Yesterday I did 3 orders, made $8. I think the day before it was the same thing. In the last 7 days, I've made almost $70 from the TikTok stuff. Now that's only $70 a week. I know it's not very much. Jay Hard, bro's doing 500 a week. He's doing on his other channel. He's doing a lot more on one that he said 1,600 in one day he had. What the fuck? $1,600 in a day on TikTok Shop. Like, what am I doing wrong? So I need to keep going at that, because you think about it, $70 a week, it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's passive. And I was hesitant. I was very, very hesitant if the TikTok Shop money would be passive, and it has been, because it's been 2 videos that both did fairly well. One's at 20,000 views, one's at 10, and they've both generated all these sales. So that's not even a lot. Imagine you get a 1 million view video. But anyway, those are a week old or so, and so they've still been bringing in sales on that affiliate product, and I'm surprised, because I didn't think it would be the case. I thought every day I had to come up with new videos. So that's really cool. I'm gonna keep going at it. Hopefully I'm out of TikTok jail and my new videos just suck. Like, I like that theory more. So anyway, we'll see. But that's almost $300 a month. Like that, if that money was consistent, that $300 a month would cover a good part of what I need to make up to keep paying off the debt in the rate that I'm paying off the debt and move into the new apartment. So I don't know, just lots of ways to keep adding money and figure it out. This is so fucking fun, guys. You have no idea. Like, I just feel like I'm sitting here in a video game and I'm thinking about different strategies to get rich in the video game. It's like wacky, but it's so fun. And sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does work. But like, what the hell? There's also, was talking to my ex today about, I'm like, hey, if I die, you need to take care of Joey. Because Joey, the dog, is like the most important thing to me. She's the only thing I have. She is my best friend. And I don't ever feel like I'm going to die on the motorcycle, but I'm definitely more ballsy. And like, I was riding on the interstate and everything. Friday I went up to Glendale, just cruising around, and it's never ever been in any kind of sketchy situation where I think like, oh god, I almost died. Like, that's not the case. But I'm very like comfortable with the fact that I'll die eventually, and that's just what happens, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay with Joey going to a shelter or something because I die. So I gotta make sure that that's buttoned up. And I was talking about that, and it just makes me think, like, there's so much to do in life. Like, life is so huge and it's so meaningful, but it's also so meaningless. And I always flip-flop between that. Not in a crazy way, but just like, you know, I said this, it was like a month ago, or one of these Checky videos, like, we're all going to die, so nothing matters. But then in the same sense, we're all going to die, so everything matters. Like, you just have both those ways to look at it. Like, who cares if you embarrass yourself, or who cares if you go out and dance in public? I would never do that. But who cares? You know, who fucking cares? You're going to die. It literally doesn't matter. And, yeah, so like, why am I being scared to reach out to these businesses? Why am I being scared to like grow a business or make money or travel or do anything like that? Like, what? I'm holding myself back, you know what I mean? And why? Don't know. Got so much to do. Like, I'm almost at 30, and I thought I'd have it figured out by now, and I still don't. And I'm still trying to figure it out. So, oh God. Anyway, aside from that, I don't have too much to update on, except for today was Super Bowl, and at work I still made like 160 in tips, which was pretty good. I took a large party and they tipped me good, so that was fun. But bro, Saturday I made like over $300 in tips. That's crazy. I've never made that kind of money. That's world record for me. So that was good. Like, it's really not, I'm thinking about the only reason I don't work on Fridays is because I do my live streams on YouTube. But as I'm stepping away from that channel while I build up these other things, like, part of me wants to just take a Friday night, double on Saturday, double on Sunday, and just make like $500-$600 in those 3 days. And then maybe I could even work less during the week, like work Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, have Wednesday, Thursday, Monday off, or work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like 4 straight days. I don't know, but that'd be nice to do. Like, serving, good bang for your buck. That was one of the things I put on my list to like get this extra money. Better paying serving job, which I'm sure is possible. I'm sure there's where I could make the same amount with less work, because Olive Garden's crazy hustles, man. They run us around. 2 social media clients paying $1,000 a month. TikTok shop to $500 a month, not $500 a week, just $500 a month. I'd be super happy with that. And get the affiliate stuff for the bike stuff just squared away, get all the reviews done. I don't know when I'm going to fit any of this. Like, that's the hard part, is you have like 50 things on your to-do list and no time to do any of them. But I just tried to look. I didn't make any bike affiliate sales. I made more money from TikTok today than the bike stuff. The bike stuff is like $400 this month. That's crazy. It used to be $1,500, now it's $400. But times change, I guess. That's the other thing. Like, if I could make the same amount of money in less work from the TikTok stuff, like, why would I fight it? You know what I mean? That's the other thing. It's just like Blockbuster. They fought it, and look what happened. They fought the change. Look what happened, instead of embracing the change. So like, I could sit here and be like, oh man, I'm making less money from the traditional affiliate stuff. Like, damn, this sucks. And then just complain about it. Or I could be like, oh, well, what other affiliate streams are like making money? Like, what is everyone else doing? What's the modern way? There it is. And I'm just going to keep embracing it. Try and get it figured out. Anyway, I'm going to edit this video, get ready for bed. It's like 2 o'clock. I had an energy drink, so I'm fucking wired right now. And maybe I'll read, or I just need to unwind. I was feeling this a little bit earlier, last thing, and then I'll quit yapping. But I don't know. Do you guys ever feel like this, where you're just like mentally fried? Just because you, like, for me anyway, I'm like, I sit here and I'm like, okay, I've got to make these other videos. I have a video idea that I want to make for Future Millionaire. I need to cold call these businesses. I need to make a list of these businesses that I want to reach out to. I need to reach out to these other businesses to put them on the showcase website. I got to, like, all these things. And then I just start thinking about them. Like, I'm like, this person's business would do really good if they started doing this. Like, I'm just getting this big loop of like hyper analyzing everything. I need to chill and just keep chugging along. That's what I'm going to keep doing. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is day 134. Tomorrow will be 135. Tomorrow's Monday. It's my day off. I'll probably ride the motorcycle around, and I don't know. I'm going to reach out. God, I got more to talk about. Somehow I ended up talking to this guy, and I would really like him to mentor me. He seems super smart. He's like, that's how I got started and grew my businesses. It's just offering low-hanging fruit organic social media plans for $500 to $1,000. Worked my way up to a couple $100,000 a month. And he's like, yeah, I just started with $500 to $1,000, which is exactly where I'm at, what I want to do. And he's like, just worked my way up to a couple $100,000 a month. I'm like, what the fuck? Teach me, like, teach me, please. So I want to be friends with this guy and learn what to do. But I also, like, I don't know. I think it's not going to be that hard. I could be wrong, but it's like I said, There's people way dumber than me. I'm not saying this guy's dumb. This guy's smart. But I'm saying, like, in these groups, I see people and I'm like, that guy, he's a scammer and he's making more money than me. Like, there are scammers out there pretending to be American, pretending to sell services and making more money than me. Like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? We'll figure it out. Keep watching, guys. I feel like by day 200, what is that? 2 more months? Day 200, we'll be chilling. All right. Things will be a lot better by day 200. Things aren't even bad right now, but they'll be a lot better. So, all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.